The incident captured on cell phone video last week. One student charging police. He was taken to the ground and tased. It all started with a run-in between two students in the cafeteria. Today, though, several groups expressing concerns over what happened next. WHAS 11's Tabney Dozier joining us with the groups speaking out today. And Tabney, what they're calling for?
Well, it's multiple organizations that are calling for the immediate removal of police in Jefferson County Public Schools, Rachel, from Louisville showing up for racial justice, the Fairness Campaign, and Black Lives Matter, just to name a few. They said today that police use is escalating, and in particular, targeting youth of color who receive the harshest treatment and disciplinary action. The video that's sparking debate. Should police be allowed in schools and able to respond to incidents as they would when patrolling the streets?
When you see a child who is out of control and struggling against even the police, then it's always very disturbing.
Shouldn't our children feel safe and protected when they go to school? And isn't there a problem when their safety and their protection is at jeopardy by the very people that they have been promised will protect them?
Members from a handful of organizations, including Louisville Showing Up for Racial Justice, say they are incredibly disturbed by what they call the public tasing, humiliation, and beating of these students, and they want police out of local schools.
No police in our schools!
No police in our schools!
We think the resources would be better used in investing in counselors and de-escalation techniques.
But not everyone agrees.
I don't know who is going to take control. It looks like the kids that are out of control will be the ones in charge.
JCPS board member Linda Duncan says police should be in schools. The Jeffersontown Police Department says there were 3 fights on this day, and the student in that fight was arrested. That's when his brother reacted by attacking the officer. The police chief defends his 3 officers, who he says were injured as well.
Our staff watched people being disciplined and terminated for restraining students that were out of control, and I think a lot of that appeared last year, and it's made staff very hesitant to get involved.
Multiple investigations have been launched, and Duncan wants to let those take their course first before considering eliminating the contract with J-Town Police. But for some, they say the time for change is now. And just to be clear, the discussion of severing ties with J-Town Police since last week's fight is not on the board's agenda. Board member Chris Kolb, who wants that contract ended, is hoping to introduce a motion at tonight's meeting, which starts at 7. Rachel, we're told it will likely be standing room only. That's at the Van Hoos Education Center. We'll have coverage later on. I'll send it over to you.
Interesting discussion, Tabney.